All right, let's do it live on a Thursday edition of the program. I am merely Bo. He is the great Z. How you doing, buddy?
I'm right now sitting here in awe of this hoodie quarter zip thing you're wearing.
Oh, it's
loving
so comfortable, luxurious.
Can I get
Fur, yeah.
Oh,
Wet your beak on that thing.
Yeah.
What is that, velvet?
It's beautiful.
Ensconced in velvet.
And it's got a little camo worked into it. I mean, it's stunning.
Subliminal. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I feel like we're going to win now.
I mean, can you imagine this in a cream or a gray?
Yeah, I could.
With a CBD.
I'd even like it.
Would
I'd
that
even
not
like
be
it.
sensational? Or a black even?
Yeah, and a black. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know my color palette.
I know where you want to go.
Right.
Yeah. The black is that's probably where you want to be on that one. How you doing, pal? We got Thursday Night Football tonight. We got a matchup day today. We got Kareem Hunt on the program.
Guess the lines.
Guess the lines coming up.
I've really kept myself in a cone of silence.
This is the thing about Dr. Z for the kids out there. You are a man of incredible integrity. I don't ever even question that you would seek out the lines.
No way.
Because you are a man who is interested in the challenge and the testing of oneself.
That's right.
You do not cut corners.
There's one that I saw this week, and I was like, don't do that one.
No. And what did I say?
You're like, no, do it anyway.
Do it. Cheat. Yeah, of course. Of course you cheat.
I was like, no, throw that one out.
Throw it out. No, it's fine. You're safe.
I've forgotten it, although I think it was like a 14. So if there's a game that feels like a 14, I'll throw a 14
There isn't.
out there.
I think.
Right, so maybe I've forgotten it already.
I wonder. Do I want to give you one? There is. I think you will be. I don't think this will mislead you. There will be a line today that you go, how?
There were a few of those last week, and by the way, we did pretty good in the scores last week.
Everybody's a winner. All the kids winning.
All the winning.
Yep.
All of that.
Everybody's putting kids to college. That's the way it goes. That's what we do here on the program. We're here to serve you. Players are back at practice today ahead of Sunday's game against New England at First Energy Stadium. In terms of an injury update for today, for us, Joel Bitonio, Jadeveon Clowney, Amari Cooper, Ronnie Harrison, Denzel Ward did not participate. Taven Bryan, Myles Garrett, Perry and Winfrey were limited. In terms of the outs, I mean, Joel's here all the time. Clowney's here. Amari's a rest. Denzel is in the concussion. That would be the only one iffy.
Yeah, I'm not optimistic on Denzel. Good news is you get Greedy Williams back, and that MJ Emerson has proven himself to be quite good. Same with Greg Newsome. And so, that's the one that I'm iffy on. Everybody else I feel very good about.
When did the concussion happen with Denzel?
It happened on a run play. Eckler, I think, hit a big run up the left side. It was either Eckler or Kelly, and he tackled him. And on the tackle, he slammed his head into the ground sideways, just the way that their bodies tangled. And that was when he left the game.
Yeah, it was one of those things that on the television, I don't remember them making a big deal about it or becoming aware of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I got in here on Monday that I was like, huh.
We noticed it. I remember I noticed all of a sudden that A.J. Green was in, and I was like, oh, well, Denzel's not in. And then we saw him walking in, and we knew
it happened. But it took a little while. Yeah. Gerard was the first one to see it.
Yeah.
He got in my ear and said, could be an update coming here, but I just saw Denzel hit the ground in a very weird way.
Okay.
And this could not go well.
Yeah.
And he didn't go in the tent right away.
Okay.
So he was on the sideline. They were talking, and then they finally went to the tent, and then locker room, and that's where we're at.
Okay. And the other thing, with that, would have been the first one of our guys under the new enhanced.
Correct.
Or do we see anything? And in the case of Teddy Bridgewater,
he's practicing today.
He's practicing, and
so he's going to start.
They already said no. McDaniel said no.
Yeah, but I think that maybe that's gamesmanship.
Just nonsense.
Are
you under any obligation
to tell who's going
to say no? I guess not. The only obligation you're under is to who plays.
All right.
Yeah. So I guess he could do that
if he's practicing today and he's going to practice tomorrow, and he's a veteran.
They got Minnesota this week.
Yeah,
it's a big game.
Teddy's former team, his first
4-1, baby.
Listen, man, every one of those.
Every game's a big game
in the AFC right now. Man, I mean, you just look around. The Steelers have Tampa Bay this week at home. They're not a team. I mean, Pittsburgh's going to be a rough year for them. But you just think about just in our division, Baltimore is at the Giants this week, a Giants team that just beat Green Bay over in London. And then Cincinnati is down at New Orleans for Burrow and Jamar Chase returning to New Orleans. or returning to Louisiana.
Optimistic Nate's back. Next 3 games are big. If we do some things that are impressive here that we have not yet done, but we're capable of winning all 3 of these games. But if we can go on a little run here these next 3, given that it's New England, then 2 division games, we're right back in the mix. Right back in the mix.
Yeah.
These are big games. Our season will be defined, in my opinion, in the next 3 games.
Yeah, this is the last one we'll be favored in.
Well,
depending on what's happening in Miami.
These teams.
No, I know. I'm just saying this is
Were we underdogs against the Chargers?
This is one you have. This is must.
Feels must. Yes.
Yeah, because then it gets trickier to that point. Although you don't know what's going to be of Miami by the time you play.
You need to win 2 of these 3, but you would like to win all 3 of them. But you need to win 2 of them. And of the ones to not win, this would be if you could guarantee that you were going 2 and 3, this would be the one you would want not to win. But
at the beginning of the year, I said by the time Deshaun comes back at week 12, I could live with 5 and 6.
I could live with that. I
think I live with it.
I don't think we're out of it at that.
I think anything that starts with a 4 becomes pretty problematic.
4 and 7, 3 games under 500.
Hard to imagine making all of that up by the time you get to
the sad part is we should have all 5 of the 5 that you were looking for already.
That's the thing that's tricky about us because it's. I was having this conversation this morning comparing the Bengals start to our start. And in a way, I mean, we're living our start, so we know how painful these losses are and how almost impossible they were in the moment to believe that you would lose in the 3 losses. Whereas, but with that, and the reason that that's possible is that you have exceeded expectations in what you could be offensively. You've looked pretty good, have not been necessarily clutch, have made some mistakes that have been costly and crippling. But Cincinnati hasn't looked right.
Right. Correct.
And so I guess if you're looking for a glasses half full, we've looked good. Have we finished? No, and you don't get awards for looking good. Well, sometimes in life you do, but not in football. You don't get wins. But I think that in terms of us being the most of what we can be, we're accomplishing that. What do you got there? What is that?
This is where we did get an award for looking good.
What is that?
Outstanding achievement in gentlemaning style and quarter-zip mastery. This is where we.
Oh my God!
You got one of those too.
Yeah, it was right before COVID. I feel like.
Yeah, I knew that was in there.
Oh my God! Is there another one?
Yeah,
you have
trophies.
You have one.
Where?
It's somewhere.
Our good friends at Allied Advertising, who do all the movie screenings.
You definitely had one. There was one for both of us.
Yeah.
We got a candle too. I remember that. A beautiful candle. Those looking and searching. So yes, you're right though. You can get an award for looking good.
I got big B's.
I don't even know what some of that is. There's another one in there. I was gonna say, Zagura.
What else do I got?
Riveting radio, even better on the stream
right
now.
There you go.
We've never had to use these.
Never had to use that. Nope. No. Although I hear that congratulations are in order after 8 months. Gibby has gotten the podcast volumes finally sorted out. So way to go.
8 months? Huh. Gonna stab you with my pen. How's that go?
He just said he's gonna stab you with his pen.
All right, here's what I got.
Did you hear that?
No, I heard none of it.
He said he's going to stab me with his pen. So I said he got the
8
podcast.
months.
All right, it's been a few weeks. It's been a month.
Okay, yeah.
Not your fault.
We have new providers.
Nobody's blaming you. Don't get so defensive, buddy.
No,
simmer down.
No, because I have to bear the brunt of this every day.
Simmer down.
And maybe I welcome anybody. I'm hearing Spotify has been fixed.
Yeah.
I don't know if iTunes has been fixed.
Right.
I don't know if anything else. If the volume level has been fixed, please let me know.
We love you, Gibby.
I'm sure you will let me know if it's not.
That's right.
Because that's usually the case.
All right, here's what I found. All right, so we found this. This was on your side. Did you ever find your Joe Thomas autographed game poster?
No, that was pilfered.
Sad.
Where?
It's outrageous.
Are you sure that's not at home?
100%.
I looked at Connor and I was like, has anybody been in here? And he was like, Gibbs, I'm telling you, no one has been in here.
For starters.
Should have been S.
This is all right. So we have these. Do you remember this? This was our first big B that we got.
Yeah, with a mustache.
It says, for all your big and little B moments, friend of the show, Doc Tony.
Yeah.
With an let's go.
Ashby.
There's your remember we had the mustache on it at one point?
It's great.
Why did we have Pedro?
Pedro.
Yeah.
Because it was Pedro.
Yeah.
All right. Small P.
Small P. Just tremendous craftsmanship.
The craftsmanship on the P's are unbelievable.
Yeah.
An enormous bees. 2 enormous bees. Here, you need to have one.
We
back.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
There we go.
All right, so there we had those. These were Velcro. These are incredible.
This is incredible. Like, look.
Incredible work.
Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've never used this. I've
Never
never even
needed it.
seen this before.
No.
A small bee. I've never seen it. I don't know what.
It doesn't live in our world.
I don't know what that is.
That
Look
thing
at
is
this
awesome.
craftsmanship. CBD, home of the world's
We need to
team.
get that on the wall. That's from Brown's Therapy. Look at
Look at
that.
that thing, man. That's unbelievable craftsmanship.
We need to get that on the wall.
Yep. Here we have like
Coasters.
a cigarette
Cigarette, yeah, like an ashtray.
I don't know what
ashtray.
that is.
Yeah.
This thing is straight off of the set of like Three's Company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jack Tripper having the time of his
key
life.
holder.
There were matching coasters.
Oh, I
They're
have them.
there.
They're right here with
Oh,
the
Those are
dire
from the
wolves.
north
There
with
you
the
go.
dire wolves. Those are
Spirit Rising
elite.
Glass with those. You have those coasters. Those were in there. Wow.
Look at,
this
into like
treasure
a
trove.
I was just about to say treasure trove.
Come on.
You just went into the archives and pulled out a treasure trove.
Oh, I've got, speaking of treasure trove,
Yeah.
the last time my dad was here, he brought me a box of stuff from my youth. Okay? All right, I'm going to show you a picture. I'll tweet this out and see if the people know it. Well, first I'll just ask you. I'm going to show you an image.
Okay.
And I want you to know if NBC is wearing these. I want you to tell me if you recognize what those are.
Pants we're talking?
Yeah, the pant.
Those look like old, like, basketball warm-up tearaways. Like, that would snap down the sides that you could rip off.
Gibby, can you see that at all by chance?
Kind of.
Here, get it closer.
Are those your high school warm-up pants?
Well, no, he's 10. I wasn't that short.
They look like basketball, the old like basketball
Okay,
warm-up
yeah,
pants.
that's true.
They're
but
not Zubaz.
No.
Zubaz
So
have-
it's a black and red pant.
Yeah.
Tell me if this wets your beak any.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, those are the old Jordan sweats.
They are the original, the Jumpman. Remember the Jumpman poster
Yeah.
of him on the blacktop? Those
Yeah.
pants?
Yeah,
They're
those are those
mine
pants
of those
from your youth.
from my youth.
And they
Unreal.
still fit?
They fit him
They fit him because he's a youth.
because I wore them when I was like probably in 6th or 7th grade, and they were in this box.
That's
I mean,
outrageous.
they have to be from like 88,
That's awesome.
89. They're the original Jumpman pants.
Wow.
And so they're still functional. They have a little hole, but I said we'll see if we can sort that out. I said, would you wear them? And I think I'm trying to see if he could. I think he will. I think he'll think they're like the kids will think it's cool
We can
because
take them
Jordans
to
are
the
so cool.
seamstress downstairs and have them sewed.
Have them soak it. Yeah, that's possible.
I can do that.
Those look like, I mean, that was the style where you would have, and I think that's probably what was based on. Like, I had high school warm-ups that had that exact same pattern, but they were green and gold
Right.
for the Mariners. But that's what they were, and they were tearaways. Are those not? Those are not tearaways.
No.
Those are just straight up the
no.
sweats. Yeah.
Yeah. They're the original from that poster.
Yep.
That where the original Jumpman came from. Let me see.
Love it.
Very slow internet, of course. Fantastic. Ugh. What are we doing? We're trying to execute.
Trying to execute here.
Treasure troves we're talking about. I'm better off on the cellular.
Come on.
Come on.
Give it.
Yes?
Stop taking our bandwidth.
What are you doing in there?
What are you talking about?
You're taking the bandwidth. I can tell.
Bo said he's not accessing the internet well.
Here it is.
Well, I had to boost it so we can make sure the stream's higher. I'm kidding. I don't even know what that means.
I like it, though. I like that. By the
Yeah,
way,
well, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. You're darn right.
Yeah.
I
I
have
am
that poster.
streaming Joe Woods in.
Everybody had that.
course.
You had to have that poster. Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed this, and I'd imagine in your house. By the way, those statues of us are great.
They're unbelievable. I can't believe
yeah.
that I forgot we got these.
Yeah. Now they're back.
The movie was The Gentleman, right? That's
yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Speaking of Wi-Fi, have you guys noticed like how insane these new like Netgear always hits me up and stuff because I bought like a router from them that was really good at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like where that's gone and how expensive it is to get like these routers in your houses now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I am so naive to all of that. I have some sort of a mesh unit
Yeah, sure.
that bounces off of things.
Sure. Uh-huh.
I think it's an Eero.
Yeah, then
that
it
thing
spins
works
it
pretty
around.
good, and it
Yeah.
bounces it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We seem to be okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine in my house too, but it's you can get now like things that feel like they're the fastest things in the world. But my question when they say that like a router can make your internet faster is like, isn't the internet coming in as fast as it can be? Like, how can you speed it up more? Can you speed it up?
I had somebody explain this once to me, and we'll get a bunch of the correct answers on Twitter.
Yeah.
But the idea is, yes, this is it at its maximum. But, for example, if there are other people in your neighborhood who are also at that time active on the internet, it can all pull from you because there's only so much to go around. So certain parts of the day, you're
so how can your
hot.
router make it better?
I have no clue. Unless does it just push it better?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you even know how it works? I have no idea how it works.
It takes the internet and then it sends it out.
It's there and
it's like immediate. Office Christmas
party. I don't know how it works.
Need internet through the light bulbs.
You put me onto that. That was good. Look at that.
Let's go. Love that guy. That's a great movie. That's a
you put me onto that. I enjoyed that.
Oh,
Bateman.
Yeah. Bateman. Aniston.
Bateman and is Aniston
the mean sister?
Who's the girl in it?
Megan. No, not Megan Fox. The other one. Olivia Wilde. Olivia Munn. Olivia Munn. Olivia Munn. She's great.
She was great in it. Yeah.
That's
a good one.
Problem.
Yeah, I'll run that back.
Oh yeah, that's every year. Yeah, that's an every year.
All right. Sure. We will go, or Z will go one-on-one with Kareem Hunt. That is coming up next. It's a matchup day. You'll hear from our coordinators, Alex Van Pelt, Joel Woods. What does he have in store for this Patriots offense? We will guess the lines coming up at 2:15.
Oh, baby.
Quickly becoming a segment that's sweeping the world and completely originated here.
Yeah.
No one has ever done it before or with any type of success.
And if I lose, you hit me with a sub sandwich. Also my idea.
Also
came up with it.
I love it. Fantastic. Behind enemy lines as well. We're off and running here on a Thursday edition. Cleveland Browns Daily, 850 ESPN Cleveland. OBM, the official printer partner of the Cleveland Browns. While you depend on your Browns to win, you can also depend on OBM because they can tackle any size office. Call 216-485-2000 or ohiobusinessmachines.com. Now here's the great Z, one-on-one with Kareem Hunt.
Very happy now to be
You're down.
running back Kareem Hunt.
3.5 here.
Tell you, this offense is clicking. You guys seemed week in and week out to be producing, running it, throwing it. Are you guys at all surprised by how quickly this has come together with a new quarterback in Jacoby Brissett?
I mean, we're not very surprised. We know we just got to, do a great job of taking care of the ball and, finding ways to move the ball downfield and making, each play call, maximizing it, getting the most out of it.
You guys certainly are doing that. Let's talk about just the running game in general. You and obviously Nick, the 1-2 punch. Are you guys having fun out there? It feels like you guys are doing a lot of damage.
Oh, most definitely. We having fun. We both getting, a lot of opportunities because we moving the ball so well down the field. And then, the passing game opening up and everything. So we definitely having fun.
When you look at kind of how you guys are approaching the run game this year, is there anything different from a year ago? It feels to me, just as an observer, there's more pin pull, certainly more runs to the outside. I know we've always run outside, but it feels like we're getting on the edges and just punishing people.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same type of thing, but, the coach is doing a great job of, scheming the defense up the week before the game and, giving us opportunity to get in space.
How much do you like when you guys are out there together?
I enjoy it a lot. I don't mind going out there and, setting a block or, running somebody off or Nick or anything like that.
Plus, I feel like there's so many possibilities. They can give it to you. They can give it to Nick. They can use one of you guys in a motion, throw it back the other way. There's a lot of stuff I think we haven't even seen, right?
Yeah, most definitely. It's still a long season, and we just got to keep, drawing things up.
All right, New England coming to town. You guys got to turn the page, obviously, from that game against the Chargers. You guys know you're better than 2-3, but the record at this point. How do you guys kind of get together and figure out what do we have to do to make sure we turn these into wins?
We just got to do a great job of playing, complimentary football. We got to, all phases got to be, hitting together, and, we can't beat ourselves going against the Patriots. That's a, well-coached team, and they're not going to beat themselves. So we got to just come in and, be on the same page, offense, defense, and special team.
What stands out about their defense when you watch the tape?
They got a lot of big guys. Their front seven is pretty solid, and they got some good guys in the back deep, and we'll be excited to look forward to their challenge. They got a good defense right now.
When you play a team like them who's going to do so much of the big nickel, does it help that you saw probably a lot of that in training camp going against our defense?
I mean, yeah, it helps, but right now we just got to come out there and do what we do, man, and find a way to put points on the board.
Last year with the Patriots didn't go well. You didn't play. Nick didn't play. This is a completely different time around. Does that tape from last year even really, is it relevant to you guys? Because it's a lot of the same guys on their defense, honestly. Personnel-wise, they really have only added a couple former Browns, Jabril Peppers and Mack Wilson.
Right, and like I said, it does matter.
30.
Did a great job that game, too, and we see we can figure out how to run the ball on these guys, so hopefully we keep that up.
Do you feel like as a team you guys are close, to putting together a 60-minute game? Because we all know we could be 5-0 right now, right? It's so close to that, and the ability to dominate teams, it's so close for you guys. Do you feel like you're on the precipice of kind of breaking through that and maybe going on a run here?
Yeah.
10.
We got to find a way to win those close games, but for sure. And it's crazy that we could be 5-0, but right now we're 2-3. So now we got to fight back and keep playing good football.
Kareem, thank you so much.
You're up.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it, Z with Kareem. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the record is what it is, and Kareem acknowledging that, and you got to get better. He's going to be a big part of that, getting better. It's just going to be it's just the little things. You got to fix the little things up. One more.
It is.
Nope.
It is.
Nope.
It is.
One more.
It is.
Yep.
There.
Oh, boy, Gibby, so sad.
So sad. Little P.
Hold on, I'm looking around.
Little
I'm going,
P.
Tiny.
I'm going.
He's so small.
The smallest
What's
P
going
ever.
on?
So small.
Oh.
Awful. You hate to see
I know
it.
that
He's
Zagura
having a
can't
good
help
time.
himself to talk when there's 10 seconds left.
No. I addressed him. We came back to me. I was on.
Yeah, dude. Look at him. I'm trying to throw me under the bus.
Hold on. Let's just go peek behind the curtain. Sunday's broadcast, fine.
Whoa.
Deserved.
This is a Bootsy argument.
Hold on. Sunday's broadcast.
Don't you remember what happened on Saturday, Dad?
We're at the game?
No, we're talking
When
about
we're
Tuesday.
coming back from break, I go, stand by, 10 seconds. At that point, Zagura decides he's going to start a conversation. Not once, but twice.
During the game?
To the point where 5 seconds left, the board op is telling me, and I'm like, hey, shut up. We're back. Stand by.
Let me ask you a question.
And he looks at me like I've wronged him when stand by means stop talking, and everybody else stops talking, but not Zagura. He decides that's when he's going to start.
What an outrageous tangent
that
you have gone on to try to defend yourself,
what?
number one.
Number two. You want me to call Donovan right now?
Number two.
I don't think you want that.
What are you going to call Don? What's he going to say?
He's going to agree.
Here's
that I didn't do anything that went out on the air as an error in any way. Yes, he would agree with that. And what happened here was an error that actually went out onto the air.
And this is
also true.
My fine. Good, little P.
Yeah, and I'm going to hold this up.
Enormous.
Okay. Well, the best part is only half the B is showing on the stream. So well done.
Bring it into the middle. All right. This is this from the blonde. Just text me this. You guys need to stop ganging up on Gibbe.
Oh, my God.
You don't get the show.
What?
I want a
She's
divorce.
A great human being.
Don't say
you know
that
what?
word. Take that
Order
back.
yourself something nice from Amazon. Get yourself a couple things.
Some of those hoodies that Nana scoped up.
Yeah.
Did you place the order, by the way?
She did.
Oh, she did.
Oh,
okay, so the order's been placed.
Wait, how did she? I thought she wasn't a Prime member.
She signed up for the free month of Prime, and then
she's
going to
remember to get out?
Oh, that's a key moment.
I guarantee she has alarm set. There's no doubt.
What are your? I'm sure you guys have done this too. I've done this. What's your hit rate on unsubscribing for something with a free subscription? Sign up now for free, and then do you remember 6 months from now?
Like a 60-40 that I'm going to.
You're good at that?
I'm really good at that. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Because I had to do that. I had to do that.
I'm hitting 200.
I want to say 2 years ago, maybe during COVID.
Yeah.
I had to. Wasn't there a while where YouTube TV wasn't getting the Thursday night games for some reason?
Yeah, that's true. I think you have that right.
It was only on NFL. They didn't have NFL Network for like the beginning of YouTube TV. I want to say.
That all seems to make sense to me.
And so I signed up for like 6 different streaming services until it went to because at the beginning of the year it was NFL Network and then it would go to Fox or CBS or whatever. And so I had to sign up for like 6 different 1-week frees to get those games.
I remember that. I had
I canceled
Fubo TV.
And I was Fubo. Fubo was one of them. Fubo was one of them for sure.
I remember that.
I had a Fubo. And yes, I was very good at that.
You were good at it.
And I've done it with we wanted to watch a movie one time, so we needed stars, although now I think we have stars, but whatever. Maybe we don't have it anymore, but we needed stars.
Well, you need it for Outlander, right?
Now it's on Netflix, but yeah, you need it for Outlander. So we would get it in the week, and then get out. It's a month.
You're better than me.
I'm good
terrible at it. I'm like, there's stuff that will string on for years. I'll forget I have it.
They're counting on you.
Of course. I understand that
I thwart
I'm the
the
dummy.
system.
You win, I lose. I get it. But I can't. I never remember.
It's like a vegetarian going to Fogo de Chao. I'm winning, they're losing. Not the right environment for them.
No, you got to put yourself in a position to succeed.
Right.
Yeah, that's the way that goes.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Did something happen to me there? Gibbe, am I still on?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
In a radio studio of typical importance, where they do have the on, off, whatever lights,
a cough button. If you
what would have happened if I had pressed my on button, but he hadn't potted me up?
You would still be off.
I would still be off, so it'd still require him.
But in I don't know, in the ones that I have been other than this one,
it's just linked to this. You do it. He doesn't have to do that because
I would have control of that and that.
Yeah, you'd have it all.
It would be I would always just leave it up. I'd see it's up, and then you have the cough to control it or the on off. Yeah,
off. Right.
Just leave it up.
It's off
because I'm handling it. I'm in charge of my own destiny. Yeah.
Right, and it's off. Now there's no light on, so it's off.
Yeah,
You're asking a lot. We have an orange wall and orange carpeting currently.
I mean, you're not wrong. You oversaw this.
By the way, his ability to distract from the conversation at hand and just take it.
Right
now
to
we're
the
onto the
next.
wall and the carpet.
We got walls to solve.
We're not talking about those
Looking for
lights
something
anymore.
else I can blame.
Yeah, this is great.
On anyone else. Hey, Cleveland Browns fans, skip the chore of laundry. Enjoy Life.Laundry. Tide Cleaners offering 30% off dry cleaning for the month of October and be entered to win 4 VIP Browns tickets to an upcoming home game. Just mention the promo code Browns. Visit TideCleaners.com to find the closest location nearest you. Some exclusions may apply. It is a matchup day. We will do our offense versus the Patriots defense coming up next. You listen to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland. Mistake caused you injury, call the medical malpractice attorneys at 1-800-ELK Ohio. Elk and Elk's a proud partner of your Cleveland Browns. Now let's head to the podium. Our offensive coordinator, Alex Van Pelt.
You guys are down. 5 minutes here.
Common themes that you just see with him maybe versus anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, excellent coach, obviously. The scheme is really sound. They've been doing it for a long time. They just put the pieces in. They got a lot of good pieces. Very challenging defense, and we'll have our hands full this week. Notoriously, he does a great job of taking away what you do well, and understanding that, going into it in your game planning gives you a chance there. But extremely disciplined group, really good fundamentals, and very sound scheme, obviously. They play really at a high level.
Well, today you mentioned a lot of games that they play, all that kind of stuff. Is there, obviously that can be tough for an offense, but is there maybe an advantage that you can catch them sometimes when they're trying to run those stunts?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a challenge to pick all the stunts up. That's a portion of their pressure package, is moving the line. One of our strengths is the ability to play together up front and pass those off. So if you catch them at the right time in a run, you could pop those. But again, once they're extremely sound. They know their weaknesses in each of their schemes, and they usually protect against that type of play.
Coach, they are disciplined. Do they move Juden around a little bit?
I'm sorry?
They move Juden around a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. He'll move around, but we'll expect to see him out on the edge for the most part. Coming off a great game last week, does a lot of really good things in the pass rush. He's another guy, much like Mac last week, that we'll make sure we're aware of where he is.
Is he playing at as high a level as he's played in his career?
Yeah, coming off of last week's game, I'd have to say so. He's had the production in the pass game, as far as rushing the quarterback. So extremely aware of him at all times.
You said that you guys have been running into some stacked fronts, but you've been practicing for that, kind of preparing to see that. Do you think you guys have done a better job having success running when teams have done that to you this year?
I think so. I think it's expected now. Teams are going to try to stop the run any way they can, and a lot of times that includes adding an extra body down in the box. So, accounting for those guys in the box with our scheme has helped. But we expect it, and I think, in the last year and a half or so, we're kind of to the point where we'd be shocked if we didn't see it.
When you talk about Belichick trying to take away what you do best, that would seem to be the run game. So is there something that he can do that you haven't seen yet from these other schemes that you faced?
Oh, sure. I wouldn't put anything past him. Obviously, excellent coach, but he's done a lot of things. He's jumped in some 6-1 looks against the Rams a couple years back. That became the fad against that type of offense. We're prepared for everything. We've faced a lot of different fronts against other teams. Not sure if there's much else that he could show, but I wouldn't put it past him to come up with something.
Jacoby's 3 interceptions have come in the final 3 minutes of the games. If you should go back and break those plays down and come up with coaching points or teaching points there, is there a common thread? Is it a rushing thing or something like that? Just what have you seen there, and how can he eliminate those at that time of game?
2 of those are really situational, right? The 2-minute drives when we need points and we need a lot of yards with little timeouts. You have a tendency as a quarterback, and we ask him to do that. The tighter the game, the less time on the clock, the less timeouts, we have to be more aggressive in taking those chances. And 2 of those came up in those situations. The red zone interception, something he would love to have back last week. But, really he's playing at a high level. Minus those, really the one play, the 2-minute interceptions, that you're going to have those because you're trying to push the ball down the field into tight windows. But I think he's playing at a really high level, minus those 2 plays, or that one play in the red zone especially. But everything else has been really good. So I want to make sure he understands that.
1 minute.
His play, he's playing extremely well for us right now, and if we could just eliminate one play, really take 3 plays in those games, it's a different ball game. But proud of him, what he's been able to do for us offensively. Great leader again, really showing his leadership here in the last few weeks.
To see the consistent production you imagine from David Njoku.
Yes, and the run game. Again, he is another guy that's playing at a really high level.
30.
I don't love what he does in the pass game. Big conversion last week on 3rd down, running away from a defender using his speed. makes the plays that have come to him. But in the run game, asking him to block
10.
In these 5 on the line structured defenses, those are big guys on the edge. So him handling a Mac on the edge, Judon this week, those are things that you don't ask a lot of tight ends to do in the NFL, and he can do them.
You're up.
Happy with where he is right now.
All right, time to do the matchup. And for that, we bring on Dr. Z.
Oh, baby. All right. First of all, I've got a couple of fun little just random meaningless stats, but fun stats for
All right.
you.
I like a fun stat. Hit me. I got my pen ready.
Gibbe, you are ineligible for this first one.
All right.
Good. I didn't want to play anyway.
If you were to put last 4 games,
Okay.
Jacoby Brissett has had, like, if you were to put a range between A and B in terms of completions in each of the 4 games, what would the range be?
How big do you want me to be? How close?
That's up to you. You can go as big.
18 to 24.
Okay. He has had 21 or 22 exactly in 4 straight games. 3 games of 21, 1 game of 22.
I should have stuck to my conviction because the 22 number I know I've recognized that twice.
Yeah.
Look at the
baby.
pythons
Kissing him.
on swag.
Woo!
By the way, it's his birthday today.
What?
That's right.
It's birthday today.
Oh,
That's right.
boy. It's a birthday for Senior Swag?
Yep.
Can you imagine how that guy's celebrating some sort of
man.
yacht, some sort of leather footwear from Italy? I'm certain of it.
I'm going to tell him to come in here. He
Well-
needs to come in.
But then he would blow his cover.
We don't have to say that Senior Swag's the one that's actually here. We could just say we want to wish happy birthday to a very special friend of the show. That's all. I mean, his look might give it away because he's so swagged out.
But that's not abnormal.
No, it's quite
That's
normal. It's
the standard fare.
That's a
standard
Thursday.
fare. It's a Thursday.
Yeah,
It's
just
a
a
Thursday.
Thursday. That's all that
Thursday.
is. All right, so
All right, back to-
22.
Okay, so he's had 21 in 3 of the games, 22 in the other.
Okay.
And then his dispersion for yards passing in these 4 games. So 21 or 22 completions.
I'm going to say between 225 and 245.
Good thought. 220 to 234. I mean, the
It's right in
consistency
that.
of, like,
It's the
for
same.
4 games is absolutely stunning. It's wild. And then the other one is David Bell has 5 catches for 53 yards this season.
Okay.
He had 1 game with multiple catches. The other games, he's had 1 catch for exactly the same amount of yards. He has 3 games with 1 catch for exactly 6 yards,
Really?
which is
1 for 6?
3 times. And he has 1 game where he had Atlanta. He had 2 catches for 35 yards.
That's
But
amazing
damn,
I
that
feel
that
like
you
at
would
least
run.
two of those catches were for like big first downs.
Yeah, it's just crazy that he's got 3
that
6
it's
yards.
3 6-yard catches.
Yeah.
That's like one of Not Black Cobra's math problems
Yeah, right.
right there.
Well, I almost gave it away because it would have been 35 in 1 game, and he had the other game. He had 3 catches, each of the same yard, and you'd be like, oh, 18.
Then we would have had it.
you'd
Yeah.
have had it. Yeah, 1 for 6. But I thought that was just a random fact. Anyway,
All right, let's do it.
Our
Our
offense
their defense.
against their defense. The Patriots, last time we played them, boy, they were very good. Kyle Duggar had a pick 6 and a team high 8 tackles. Dietrich Wise, 1.5 sacks. He's got 4 this season, second on the team. Judon had a half sack. He's leading the team. He's got 6. He's the only player in the league who has had a sack in every single game. So they have been an inconsistent defense thus far. They're giving up 28 points a game in their 3 losses, 7 points a game in their 2 wins. They will play the most man 1 of any team in the league, 36.4%, and they play the most cover 1 or cover 3 in the league, 73%. Now, they will fool you, and I was talking with Coach Stefanski about this, and they'll try to throw you think the middle field is closed, middle field closed, middle field closed, and then they'll hit you with 15% time, a quarters or a cover 2, middle field open, and the deep safeties, and then they try to get you that way. So, again, you know what you're getting. This is a team's going to play big nickel, big dime. They love their 3 safeties. Duggar and Adrian Phillips can play linebacker. They can play slot corner. They can play safety. They get after you. They're not afraid to blitz. They blitz at 31% on pass plays, 9th most in the league. They have very effective stunts up front. And so they can stress a quarterback. Judon's been very good for them, obviously. They've got 13 sacks, tied for 8th in the league. Last week they had 2 and a forced fumble against Detroit. They are not a great run defense, however. They're giving up 2.2 yards per per carry, before contact per carry, most in the NFL, and on outside runs 2.6 yards before contact on outside runs per carry, most in the NFL. We all know how good Nick Chubb is. By the way, he's averaging 5.5 yards a carry after contact on his outside runs. So that's their team. In terms of stars, Judon's a Pro Bowler. Devin McCourty's a guy you know who's got 31 career picks, second most among all active players. Their linebackers are not good in coverage. Jawan Bentley leads the team with 31 tackles. He's the captain. Raekwon McMillan, Jelani Tavai, Mac Wilson. These guys are not good in coverage. That's where the Browns maybe can get a little bit of an advantage. They've got a big man in the middle, Christian Barmore, their second-round pick last year, who had 48 pressures as a rookie, which is the second most in NFL history for a defensive tackle, 2 more than Aaron Donald had his rookie season. He already has 10 pressures this year, third on the team. So he's had a monster start to his season as well. They've got a kid. Their corners are Jonathan Jones, Jalen Mills, Miles Bryant. They've got a kid, though, Jack Jones, who was a 4th-rounder out of Arizona, plays in Week 4 because Jalen Mills misses the game. He gets an interception, pick 6 off of Aaron Rodgers, forces a fumble. We've talked about this already. Pick last week against Detroit. He's now Pro Football Focus's #1 graded corner, and he's a 4th-rounder out of Arizona State. So can that continue? We don't know, but that's what they've got defensively. They will stress us. They are going to try to take away the run, multiple fronts. They are, and it's so funny that people talk, you hear them be a game plan specific defense, and that they try to put together the best game plan for the team they're playing. I feel like everybody should be a game plan specific.
Yeah, I would think that's the job, right?
It feels like it. Yeah, how do we
will do that?
This is what we do, but how do we – oh, look at him over there.
What's he got, a coffee? A creamer? Look at this.
We need you. We need you.
I mean,
the birthday boy. We need you on the air to sing your praises.
You can't put him on the air because then you can't see.
Sad.
He's Bruce Wayne.
It's sad for the people they can't see him. Well, happy birthday. Look at this.
Oh,
love, what an outfit. Happy
birthday. Stop it.
Just
too much. It's too much.
Too much.
He's
Thursday.
He's Batman.
Yeah.
If you put him on the program, then you know Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
Dude.
He's going to stately Wayne Manor tonight.
We're just teasing the people.
Time of his life.
You heard the anticipation.
Oh, the joy
Would there be? Is there be a swag sighting? No.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Gibby asked, what needs to change on offense for the Browns to win on Sunday? Here's the deal. Nothing. Make your kicks.
Make your kicks. Don't turn it over.
Don't turn it over. Oh. Oh, my God.
Come on, dude. Come on. That's all time. I don't even know what to say to that.
I didn't even know that existed.
I don't even know what to say to that. What do you have to say? Do you have anything to say to that?
It's just appropriate. It just adds to the swagness.
Oh, my God.
It's all there. Remarkable. Just to slap that on a desk.
I mean, that's legendary.
It's unbelievable. And yet so believable.
So
when it comes to swag.
I mean.
Beautiful.
Who got we need to know who.
Yeah, we need to know where that came from. I need to know the originator. We need to know all of that. Nothing needs to change offensively.
No.
It's like what we were talking about earlier with the Bengals. Like, they have actual problems offensively. Our problem is we make incredibly untimely mistakes.
Okay. Cade York makes 2 field goals.
But it's not always the offense's fault. Several times it's been the defense's fault. It's been
we could have scored
special
40.
teams.
Easy.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
2 field goals and a touchdown down there. Even if you had 9 points, we scored 37. That's a –
Yep.
Folks, where's my paper? Green is good.
Green is good.
Green's it's top 5. It's not even top quarter of the NFL.
Yeah.
It's the top 5 teams in the NFL. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 categories for the offense. We are green in 8 of them. That means we are top 5 in the league in 8 of them.
Yeah.
4th total offense. By the way, and when we're not, 6th in scoring, that doesn't even get a green. To be the 6th scoring offense, no green for you. 1st in rushing offense, 5th on third downs, 1st in sacks, 4th in turnovers, 1st in big plays.
Yeah.
And we dominate. We're #1 in the league in time of possession. Well, what do you want?
Make kicks. No defensive breakdowns. A little better. No interceptions in the fourth quarter.
I apologize to people who, and this happens to you as well, but people come to me like, "Oh, he needs to give up play calling." Like, I get a little surly at that. I get a little testy.
It's funny. It just happened the other day, and I was like, it's almost like, "Are you sure?" We going to do this? We're going to have the give up play calling conversation?
Is this happening?
Are you ready for all the facts? Can you comprehend what I'm about to throw your way? Do you want all the data?
And we're playing with our backup quarterback.
Correct. You want the calls. Do you want to know what's happening in the All-22? And oftentimes what I find is when I go through all of that, and it's a lot like a wind-up doll.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're the same way. Like, I'm ready.
Oh, you saw the one guy. Listen, I don't yeah. No.
I'm Mitch McDeer at the end of the firm. Like, I'm ready. I got my plan.
Yes.
You tell me when. Okay?
Unleash me.
All
Roll
right.
me
So
out.
that once that happens, you can't stop. And then what's interesting is by the time I'm done, just so overwhelming proving the point, inevitably what happens is they're still right where they were when they asked the question.
They'll
It's
be
like,
like,
okay,
yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Well, I do.
Don't you think?
I do.
Don't you think he needs to be spending more time on the defense? I think he's doing a great job.
Actually, no, I don't. I think that's not his deal.
That's not my bag, baby.
All right. Good reference out of you. We'll flip it to the defensive side of things. Now, on this one, we do have what needs to change on defense. We will answer that question coming up next. You listen to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland.